Hello world. Alright, so here's the deal. I'm outside of a new store called Game Tower. It's in Northridge, California, and this might finally be the day I get Aero Fighters. Let's see what happens. Hello, sir.
Hello, how you doing?
Tell me your name.
Elliot.
Elliot, nice to meet you. So we are here in your store, Game Tower.
Game Tower, man. This is our lovely place where the gaming community pushed us to open up a store. So our idea was to not just be a video game store. We wanted it to be a place to hang out. Of course, see video games, but have the classics of the arcade machines and have a little area where you can play games from PS4 and the Wii U.
How long have you guys been open?
We've been open for about 2 months in business now, so it's going great. So far, there hasn't been no negativity at all. People are just excited. They're excited for the quality and the selection of the games we have in the store, our fair prices, and the trades. We're big on trades. We even have a sign over here. We do trades, so we're very big on that, and people actually appreciate that because a lot of video game stores don't do straight trades, so that's what we're really big on. So.
And it's funny you should mention that because I brought a whole bunch of stuff to trade.
Yeah, so definitely we're going to be working on something here. Should I show it what it is?
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see it.
Alright, so we're going to be working on this guy right here. So I don't think I need to give out a little history about this. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys know this is easily top 10 rarest Super Nintendo games of all time. So, but yes, Aero Fighters. So we're going to work something out here. So
all right, let's get down to business.
Let's see how it goes.
Okay, we have done our negotiating, our haggling. There's only one thing we have left to do. Do we have a deal?
Yeah, it was a long fight, but we have a deal.
Boom! There it is. I have done it. I did it. I got Aero Fighters. Holy crap, can you believe it? So yeah, the video you just saw, that was how I got Aero Fighters. There is a little bit more to the story that I thought I would share with you now, but that was more or less how it happened. So I first heard about Game Tower at the SoCal Retro Gaming Expo. It was actually NES Complex that told me about it, and he said, hey, I think one of these guys might have Aero Fighters. You should go to that store and check it out. And I was like, okay. So about a week later, I did, and I walked in, I look around the store, and I don't see any Aero Fighters. And so I asked the guy behind the counter, I was like, hey, I heard word on the street is that you might have an Aero Fighters up for grabs. Is that any truth to that? And he goes, well, I have an Aero Fighters, but I wasn't really looking to sell it in the store. And I was like, would you be willing to make some sort of deal? Are you willing to part with it? And he's like, hey, I'm always ready to make a deal. And I went, ha ha, let's make a deal. And so, yeah, I talked him into a trade, like you saw in the video. It actually wasn't Elliot, it was another gentleman. Who I talked with before, and then I came back the next day, and that was the video you saw. So thanks are in order, I suppose, for NES Complex. Thank you so much for that tip. I don't think I could have done it without you. And honestly, I am amazed I have Aero Fighters. I so sincerely thought that that was going to be the last Super Nintendo game I would get. I mean, that was, for me, the holy grail that I had left. So now it feels as if finishing off this Super Nintendo set is attainable, but possibly this year. I really think so. So there you go. That's the story of Aero Fighters, and like I said, it is super freaking minty. I mean, it looks like it's right out of the box. Super clean. So there you go, Aero Fighters. Okay, moving on. Piece of business I've been meaning to talk about for quite a while. So remember when I got the old Super Nintendo Classic? Yeah, well, before I got that, I had mentioned that since Star Fox 2 was an officially licensed game now, I'm gonna have to add that to the list, and so I bumped up the little checker list from 721 to 722. But then when I got this, because I have Star Fox 2 now, I never added it. So, boom! I got Star Fox 2. Makes that list a little bit smaller. Amiibos. Okay, got a few Amiibos. This one's for you, Michael and Melina. This one's for you. All right, I got a Wolf Link Amiibo. I've been using these in Breath of the Wild. It's pretty cool. So you get Wolf Link, or you get the wolf to like follow you around and help you fight in Breath of the Wild. Toon Link. Toon Link. This is the Smash Brothers series Toon Link. A little bit harder to find. Happy I got that one. Really cool. You're gonna see a theme here. A lot of these are Zelda ones. Archer Link. So this is from the Breath of the Wild series. Archer Link. Pretty cool. The Guardian. I got one of the Guardians. This is really cool because it's just got a good, nice weight to it. Looks really neat. I'm so scared I'm gonna bust off one of these tentacles. And then finally, Mario. It's me, Mario. So I just, gotta have a Mario in the collection, and this is the original Smash Brothers one, so I wanted to get that one. So there you go, Mario. And that's all I got for Amiibos. Pretty good. Speaking of Game Tower, back to Game Tower for a second. I went there again recently with Mr. Matt Bandy, and we picked up some stuff. This is gonna make no sense when I first show it, but I'll explain it afterwards. Got High School Musical, making the cut for the DS. Nice. By the way, these are all $1. These games that I'm about to show you. Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Do you see where I'm going with this one? Imagine Babysitter. Why did I get those $1 a piece? Well, it was so I could make some Game Boy Advance cases, because all of these have the Game Boy Advance slot, so I can take all this crap out and make Game Boy Advance cases. So that's why I got that. I also picked up a Super Nintendo case for Final Fantasy III. I'm probably gonna print out a new Final Fantasy III thing, because I don't like the way this looks. But, got another case with a thing that I can put Super Nintendo games in. Okay, moving on. There's not much this time, but that's okay because Aero Fighters was the real deal. Nintendo Power. I managed to get one more Nintendo Power. There's nothing really special about this one. It is a subscriber edition, which is nice. And that is 263. 263 of Nintendo Power. Nice. There's not any posters or anything inside this one, so just needed it for the old collection. All right, games. This one was cool. I found this, and I played the first level just to see how it is. I think this game is great, and it might be even a hidden gem. Nano Stray 2, the sequel. The squeakquel. Simply stunning, says Play Magazine. So this is a shoot 'em up for the DS, and it's cool because it does horizontal levels and vertical levels, which is always fun. But yeah, I played the first level. I dig it. Have you guys played it? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Switch games. I got one Switch game this time. One Switch game. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Yeah. I didn't have a Wii U. I loved Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Wii, and so I was really jazzed to pick this up. I've been playing through it. I love it. I think it's better than Donkey Kong Country Returns. I'll say it. There, I said it. Boom, throwdown. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. It's good stuff. Super Nintendo. So it's getting very, very difficult to find Super Nintendo games, and I'm slowly whittling it down. All of these, coincidentally, are in box, and that was, like I said, just pure coincidence. I went to one store, someone had just sold a ton of boxed Super Nintendo games. Before they even got put out on the shelf, they let me dig through them and pick what I wanted, which was great. That was just sheer luck. I'm not I just happened to be at the right place at the right time. And then another one I found at Game Tower. So lots of shout outs to Game Tower. Game Tower, Game Tower, Game Tower. Thank you. So let's show that one first. And that's Super RBI Baseball. I know, right? Doesn't seem very difficult, but yeah, still needed it. It's just the box and the cartridge, but all I needed was the cartridge, and so it was pretty good price. Pretty good price. Taking off the price sticker so you guys can't see how much I paid for. Redline F1 Racer. So yeah, racing game. No manual, just the game. Oh! Speaking of crap, RBI Baseball. That was the last baseball game I needed. Subset complete. Championship Soccer 1994. This one did have the manual and the game. And finally, not really a creme de la creme. From here on out, if I get a Super Nintendo game, that's a creme de la creme, because we are getting down there, right? So this one was probably the coolest one I got. Again, it's just the cardboard and the game, but that is Big Sky Trooper. It's a nice one, yeah. Nice minty game. I see this one all the time, but I never saw it with a good label. So, and this is a Mexico label, and it's like perfect. So there you go. By the way, I'm not sure which subset this completes, but it's either finishing off the B's or it's the last Big Sky Trooper game I needed. So one of those subsets is complete. So subset complete. Boom, done, that's it. I'm gonna get out while the getting's good. So I will see you guys next time. Boyfriend out. Stick around for the list.
Here comes the new kid on the block. Hold all your bets, here's where the buck stops. See, first of all, I'm stepping out on my own. About time I elevated to claim my own throne. Success in my blood, call it homegrown.